Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Yes, respected friends, welcome you all with all greetings, all wishes, all prayers, all gratitudes, and all salutations. Sapta sadhanas, sapta yajnas, sapta tapasyas, sapta prayatnas, sapta samarpanas we are doing every day at our own level, not to compare with anyone, not to claim or boast, and not to feel regretted guilty if we are not able to do to the best of perfection. In our humble, simple way, depending on our own convictions, conveniences, resources, we are trying our best. May the divine watch, may the Guru Parampara watch, may they bless us, empower us, so that these things and such other required sadhanas for spiritual evolution we may come to know clearly and we may really practice them. That's our intense sankalpa. Parabrahma Ishwara Jagannatha Devata Gana Guru Gana Shastra Gana be always kind upon us. So to the world around us, help us in doing sadhana only. May our Loka Sevaka Adi Vyaktitvas be understood and improved day by day, which helps us to be a better sadhaka and better citizen of the world. That way. Now here we are. The seven things we do are Veda Parayanam, Dhyana Puraka, Mantrocharanam, Mantra Japam, Mantra Sadhana. Through that, Upasana to the Upasana Devata, Manasika, and Samarpana and also Prarthana. Then our common sense thought for the day are Shanti Mantras, Guru Parampara Smarana, Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantra Parayanam, Upanishad Mantra Adhyanam. The Upanishad we are studying, Shwethashwathara, sixth last chapter. Some 10-12 mantras are there. Very clearly, the words from the Guru that the one who knows, he alone will be having the Shashvata Sukha, Tesham Sukham Shashvatam, and Na Idaresham. So too, the moksha also is only to the one who realizes self and not for anyone else. When these sentences are uttered by our acharyas during our classes, they have to be very keenly heard and they have to be sent into the heart deeply by one's own involvement. Yes, yes, it is correct. It is understood. It is true. That's what is the suggestion advice of all the gurus and shastra. I must take that advice. To me also, from now on, this is the goal. I am convinced about it. I am praying to the Lord to make me more equipped, qualified for doing sadhana. I too, with whatever resources available, I'll try for this only. So, in this way, by the positive thoughts, we have to become strong ourselves in being a sadhaka. They will eliminate the other neutralizing negative thoughts also. Or when we don't do these thoughts, such thoughts, negative thoughts will come. तो ये करते जाएंगे तो नहीं होगा. Throughout the day, when you put on the light in your house, room, there is no darkness at all. जब कभी बंद करोगे फिर अंधेरा हो जाता. So the first one, let us do our Veda Parayanam. Friends, the other day we saw Kalisantarana Upanishad. Yesterday we saw very beautiful Saraswati Rahasya Upanishad. Today we will do the Kaivalya Upanishad Parayanam. Okay. In this beautiful Upanishad, we'll study also it after Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, maybe before our Brahma Sutra Adhyanam, very shortly for 4 or 5 days. Let us see what the Lord wants. But these Upanishads very beautiful, very loving, and very much loved by our Puja Gurudev, and used to give this Upanishad as the subject for Jnana Yajnas, Upanishad Jnana Yajnas, perhaps more than anything, because of its smallness, that it is having around 20-25 mantras. Thus, in 5-6 days, 7 days, it can be completely explained. And the simplicity as well as the completeness of the knowledge guidance in this. Such Kaivalya Upanishad, we are just doing Parayana for 2 days, today and tomorrow. Okay, take it out. If you have books, you must be definitely having them. Mantra Pushpam book, if you have, in that it will be there. In my book, 311 page, it's 20 years old book, 30 years old. आपका मुझे पता नहीं, लेटेस्ट बुक, पेज नंबर्स में चेंज. ओम अथ वेदपारायणम् अथ अथर्वणवेदीय कैवल्योपनिषद् प्रथमः खण्डः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः. भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः. भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः. स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः. स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः. व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः. व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः. स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः. स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः. स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः. स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः. स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः. स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः. स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु. स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ अथाश्वलायनो भगवन्तं परमेष्ठिनम्. ॐ अथाश्वलायनो भगवन्तं परमेष्ठिनम्. उपसमेत्य उवाच. उपसमेत्य उवाच. अधीहि भगवन् ब्रह्मविद्यां वरिष्ठाम्. अधीहि भगवन् ब्रह्मविद्यां वरिष्ठाम्. सदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानां निगूढां. सदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानां निगूढां. यया चिरात् सर्वपापं व्यपोह्य. यया चिरात् सर्वपापं व्यपोह्य. परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान्. परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान्. तस्मै स होवाच पितामहश्च. तस्मै स होवाच पितामहश्च. श्रद्धा भक्तिध्यानयोगादवैः. श्रद्धा भक्तिध्यानयोगादवैः. न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन. न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन. त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः. त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः. परेण नाकं निहितं गुहायां. परेण नाकं निहितं गुहायां. विभ्राजते यत् यतयो विशन्ते. विभ्राजते यद् यतयो विशन्ति. वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः. वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः. सन्न्यासयोगात् यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः. संन्यासयोगात् यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे विविक्तदेशे च सुखासनस्थः विविक्तदेशे च सुखासनस्थः शुचिः समग्रीव शिरः शरीरः शुचिः समग्रीव शिरः शरीरः अत्याश्रमस्थः सकलेन्द्रियाणि अत्याश्रमस्थः सकलेन्द्रियाणि निरुध्य भक्त्या स्वगुरुं प्रणम्य निरुध्य भक्त्या स्वगुरुं प्रणम्य हृत्पुण्डरीकं विरजं विशुद्धं हृत्पुण्डरीकं विरजं विशुद्धं विचिन्त्य मध्ये विशदं विशोकं विचिन्त्य मध्ये विशदं विशोकम् अचिन्त्यमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपम् अचिन्त्यमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपम् शिवं प्रशान्तममृतं ब्रह्मयोनिं शिवं प्रशान्तम् अमृतं ब्रह्मयोनिं तथादिमध्यान्तविहीनमेकं तथादिमध्यान्तविहीनमेकं विभुं चिदानन्दमरूपमद्भुतम् विभुं चिदानन्दमरूपमद्भुतम् उमासहायं परमेश्वरं प्रभुम् उमासहायं परमेश्वरं प्रभुं त्रिलोचनं नीलकण्ठं प्रशान्तं त्रिलोचनं नीलकण्ठं प्रशान्तं ध्यात्वा मुनिर्गच्छति भूतयोनिं ध्यात्वा मुनिर्गच्छति भूतयोनिं समस्तसाक्षिं तमसः परस्तात् समस्तसाक्षिं तमसः परस्तात् स ब्रह्मा स शिवः सेन्द्रः स ब्रह्मा स शिवः सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमः स्वराट् सोऽक्षरः परमः स्वराट् स एव विष्णुः सः प्राणः स एव विष्णुः स प्राणः स कालोऽग्निः स चन्द्रमाः स कालोऽग्निः स चन्द्रमाः स एव सर्वं यद्भूतं स एव सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं सनातनं यच्च भव्यं सनातनं ज्ञात्वा तं मृत्युमत्येति ज्ञात्वा तं मृत्युमत्येति नान्यः पन्था विमुक्तये नान्यः पन्था विमुक्तये सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि सम्पश्यन् ब्रह्म परमं सम्पश्यन् ब्रह्म परमं याति नान्येन हेतुना याति नान्येन हेतुना आत्मानमरणिं कृत्वा आत्मानमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं ज्ञाननिर्मथनाभ्यासात् ज्ञाननिर्मथनाभ्यासात् पाशं दहति पण्डितः पाशं दहति पण्डितः स एव माया परिमोहितात्मा स एव माया परिमोहितात्मा शरीरमास्थाय करोति सर्वं शरीरमास्थाय करोति सर्वं स्त्रियन्नपानादिविचित्रभोगैः स्त्रियन्नपानादिविचित्रभोगैः स एव जाग्रत् परितृप्तिमेति स एव जाग्रत् परितृप्तिमेति स्वप्ने स जीवः सुखदुःखभोक्ता स्वप्ने स जीवः सुखदुःखभोक्ता स्वमायया कल्पितजीवलोके स्वमायया कल्पितजीवलोके सुषुप्तिकाले सकले विलीने सुषुप्तिकाले सकले विलीने तमोभिभूतः सुखरूपमेति तमोभिभूतः सुखरूपमेति पुनश्च जन्मान्तरकर्मयोगात् पुनश्च जन्मान्तरकर्मयोगात् स एव जीवः स्वपिति प्रबुद्धः स एव जीवः स्वपिति प्रबुद्धः पुरत्रये क्रीडति यश्च जीवः पुरत्रये क्रीडति यश्च जीवः ततस्तु जातं सकलं विचित्रं ततस्तु जातं सकलं विचित्रम् आधारमानन्दमखण्डबोधम् आधारमानन्दमखण्डबोधम् यस्मिन् लयं याति पुरत्रयं च यस्मिन् लयं याति पुरत्रयं च 14 mantras we have done remaining tomorrow ॐ अथ अथर्वणवेदीय कैवल्योपनिषद प्रथमः खण्डः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथाश्वलायनो भगवन्तं परमेष्ठिनम् उपसमेत्य उवाच अधीहि भगवन् ब्रह्मविद्यां वरिष्ठां सदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानां निगूढां यया चिरात् सर्वपापं व्यपोह्य परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान् तस्मै स होवाच पितामहश्च श्रद्धा भक्ति ध्यानयोगादवैः न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नाकं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते यत् यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः सन्न्यासयोगात् यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ते सर्वे विविक्तदेशे च सुखासनस्थः शुचिः समग्रीव शिरः शरीरः अत्याश्रमस्थः सकलेन्द्रियाणि निरुध्य भक्त्या स्वगुरुं प्रणम्य हृत्पुण्डरीकं विरजं विशुद्धं विचिन्त्य मध्ये विशदं विशोकम् अचिन्त्यमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपं शिवं प्रशान्तममृतं ब्रह्मयोनिं तथादिमध्यान्तविहीनमेकं विभुं चिदानन्दमरूपमद्भुतम् उमासहायं परमेश्वरं प्रभुं त्रिलोचनं नीलकण्ठं प्रशान्तं ध्यात्वा मुनिर्गच्छति भूतयोनिं समस्तसाक्षिं तमसः परस्तात् स ब्रह्मा स शिवस्येन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमः स्वराट् स एव विष्णुः स प्राणः स कालोऽग्निः स चन्द्रमाः स एव सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं सनातनं ज्ञात्वा तं मृत्युमत्येते नान्यः पन्था विमुक्तये सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि सम्पश्यन् ब्रह्म परमं याति नान्येन हेतुना आत्मानमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं ज्ञाननिर्मथनाभ्यासात् पाशं दहति पण्डितः स एव माया परिमोहितात्मा शरीरमास्थाय करोति सर्वं स्त्रियन्नपानादिविचित्रभोगैः स एव जाग्रत्परितृप्तिमेति स्वप्ने स जीवः सुखदुःखभोक्ता स्वमायया कल्पितजीवलोके सुषुप्तिकाले सकले विलीने तमोभिभूतः सुखरूपमेति पुनश्च जन्मान्तरकर्मयोगात् स एव जीवः स्वपिति प्रबुद्धः पुरत्रये क्रीडति यश्च जीवः ततस्तु जातं सकलं विचित्रम् आधारमानन्दमखण्डबोधं यस्मिन् लयं याति पुरत्रयं च ॐ शान्तिः Shanti, Shanti. Wonderful. One aspect Veda Parayanam we have done. Second one, our Dhyana Purvaka Mantra Ucharana. We are doing the Gayatri mantras around from last 17 to 18 days. In that, from 2 days, we have started doing the Ashtadikpalaka Gayatri mantras. They are the ones who are there in all directions. 8 Ishanya, Vayavya, Agneya, Nairuti. Then the Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshina. These are the Ashtadik. So they are in the each of the direction, each one given a place. From there, they do the protection of the whole world. They are the Dikpalakas. Okay. Now we have seen the mantra of Indra, we have seen the mantra of Agni, we have seen the mantra of Yama. Okay. Today we will see the mantra of Nirruti Devata. Nirruti. Naturally, the word itself shows in the Nairuti Disha that Devata is there. Nairuti is between west and yes, west and south, or northwest or northeast. Nairuti Disha. Okay. Uh, there, this Devata is there protecting the world. This Nirruti Devata is specular, taken as masculine also, taken as feminine also. Both versions, both mantras are there for that Devata. In fact, this Devata is said to be of most negative only. The one who is the giver of all the dukkha, daridrita, etc. Naturally, when we do wrong things, when we don't recognize her or him, when we don't worship. That Nirruti Devata again also called as Alakshmi Devata. Alakshmi Devata. She, in fact, is said to have come during Shirasagara Mathana only, before the Lakshmi Devi came. In the form of that Sura and all. The liquor, all those things which have come there, along with that she came. She is the destroying Devata only. That's why she's called elder sister to Lakshmi also, but opposite. If the Lakshmi is giver of everything positive, she is the giver of everything negative. And the thing to be learnt is worshipping her also is important, so that with her kindness, those negative things she will not give us. Like in world 2, we need people, whether they help us or not, but they should not destroy us. They should not trouble us. Isn't it? आप मदद मत करो कोई नहीं, बट लेकिन नुकसान तो मत करो. Don't we do that? People, if they don't harm us, that is to a good extent better for us. If we have people like Mother Lakshmi who help us, take care of us, we are more lucky, fortunate. But the people, because खामखा लोग हमें तंग करते, this Niruti Devata is expressing through them. So let us pray to her or him, O Mother or O Lord, please don't send all those negatives to me. I worship you, I recognize you. है ना? This actually, Nirruti Devata is working more in Kali Yuga, police wale. If you don't give them the sufficient money monthly, then they create problem. Traffic police also. कुछ ना कुछ करके वो आपका लाइसेंस जब्त करेगा. Nirruti Devata working. Khamakha they want to trouble. So many places. The street rowdies are there, or the land grabbers are there. In some में Niruti Devata only unnecessarily they come in trouble. Many people are there who are enjoying their life, troubling others for no reason. But they are happy with that. उसको तंग किया then they do. The terrorists all belong to that. See that Pahalgam and all. Kahe go yaar? Just like that. I think all these dushtas are Niruti only. Just do namaskar to that devata and say that I am on this path spiritual. Please don't send any obstructions or difficulties or problems, etc. So she will give the anarogya, she will give the daridrata, she will weaken us, she can humiliate us. So all these things are the ones who come, which come. कोई ना कोई होना चाहिए ना इनको देने वाला भाई वो है. And to the deserved people who have done the papa dharma, उनको तो मिल ही जाएगी, isn't it? But why we being sadhakas, bhaktas, through prayers we can prevent it. है ना? Like Tulsidas ji, intelligent. First only it has the Khala Vandana. बहुत बढ़िया है. The unique topic of any of the Shastra. तुलसी रामायण में खल वंदना पहले. So that they become kind for us and don't trouble. They need not help us. At least if you don't trouble, that is a help. है ना? At home also. Many a times it happens when the children ask out of some respect, love, mood, mother ko, Mama, Ma, can I help you today? I'm free Sunday. She will tell like this only. Tang mat kar mere ko, wahi help. How many times? If you don't trouble me, that is the greatest help. So, this Nairuta Devaha is that way famous for. है ना? But he's there in that one direction doing his job. When we pray, many of the obstructions will go. You can experiment. हाँ? आज दिन भर 1000 बार ये मंत्र बोलो. You can see the disturbances, distractions, troubles won't come for a week. मतलब करते रहो. ओके, इतना है. नाउ चैंट करेंगे. द मंत्र इज ओम खड्गायुधाय विद्महे कोण स्थिताय धीमहि तन्नो निवृत्ति प्रचोदयात्. So that Nirruti or any devata is Sakshat Parabrahma. For us as a Vedantin, everything is Brahma Swarup. Therefore, in accepting any of these devatas as Brahma Swarupa, we have no doubt or hesitation. And that Deva has got that Shakti. है ना? So, in fact, if we propitiate that Nirruti Devata, half our problems are gone, no? That he won't trouble us. The remaining half are not problems, but the goals, targets to be achieved by following the means. That's not a problem, that's a challenge. That anyway we have to do. But many a times we are not able to do because of some or the other problems around. Niruti Deva Kripa kar diya, to 50% problems gone. Okay. Om Khadga Ayudhaya Vidmahe. So he has got Khadga as an Ayudha in the hands. Asi and Khadga almost they are same. Asi थोड़ा पतला होता है, खड्ग थोड़ा तगड़ा होता है बस. As the word goes, खड्ग very strong. Asi very low. So khadga ayudha. The one who has got khadga as an ayudha in the hands. Khadga ayudhaya vidmahe. O Lord Nairuti Devata, you hold the khadga as an ayudha in your hands. We know you. We know your glory, your greatness. We value you. We respect you. Second one, kona sthitaya dhimahi. So you are in that kona sthita. Nairuti sthita. Okay. So the Nairuti is, as we said, वेस्ट एंड साउथ के बीच में होता है. इधर ईस्ट है, वेस्ट है, नॉर्थ साउथ, तो वेस्ट एंड साउथ दैट इज नैऋति कोण. एंड ईस्ट एंड नॉर्थ के बीच में जो होता है दैट ईशान्य दिशा. सो द नैऋति इज अंडरस्टूड नाउ. So, Konasthitaya, you are in the Konasthita. My salutations to you, upasanas to you, puja japa to you, and surrendering to you. And I am meditating on you. That is the meaning of Konahastaya Dhima, Konasthitaya Dhimai. So, Khadgadharaya Vidmahe, Khadgayudaya Vidmahe, Konasthitaya Dhimahi. दोनों हो गया. थर्ड वन, तन्नो निवृत्ति प्रचोदयात्. tat nirutihi devata naha prachodaya. May he bless us by not providing any obstructions and bless us for the required strength, ability to walk the path of realizing the Brahman. Very simple. Vidmahe, Dhimahi, Prachodayat. These are pakka for us. With these three words as base, on everything you can write a Gayatri mantra. है ना? Like Paramaguru, Tapovanaaya Vidmahe, uh, uh, Tapovanaaya Vidmahe, Uttarakashi Nivasaaya Dhimahi, Tanno Himavat Vibhutihi Prachodayat. बस. और तपोवनाय विद्महे हिमवत विभूतये धीमहि तन्नः उत्तरकाशी निवासाय प्रचोदयात्. You can write. शंकराचार्याय विद्महे अद्वैत प्रवर्तकाय धीमहि तन्नः शंकरः प्रचोदयात्. विद्महे धीमहि प्रचोदयात्. You can write on anyone. Don't write on yourself. यूजलेसाय धीमहि समय व्यर्थाय धीमहि तन्नो दुष्टः प्रचोदयात्. Anything. Okay, now let us enjoy praying to that Nirvati Devaha. Please protect us, bless us, empower us. Om Khadgayudhaya Vidmahe Konasthitaya Dhimahi Tanno Nirvatihi Prachodayat. Om Khadgayudhaya Vidmahe Konasthitaya Dhimahi Tanno Nirvatihi Prachodayat. Om Khadgayudhaya Vidmahe Konasthitaya Dhimahi तन्नो निवृत्तिः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ खड्गायुधाय विद्महे कोणस्थिताय धीमहि 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 तन्नो निवृत्तिः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्री निवृत्तिदेवतायै नमः. ॐ निवृत्तिभगवते नमः. मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपालय परिपालय. Good mantra. So tomorrow we'll do the Varuna mantra, then Vayu, then Chandra, then Ishaha. After that, 9 days we will do 9 Navagraha mantras, Gayatri mantras. Then other assorted devatas, whomever we have missed out, their mantras we will do. Plenty of them are there. Gauri, Shyamala, Bhairavi, Shakti, Kanika, Parameshwari, Bala, so many. Devi Sambandhi and other also. Wonderful ones. Thank you. Yeah, second thing done. Now the third one. Our common sense thought. Krishna was Deva. In our common sense thought today, two things assorted we will see. One we will see if time permits. If we still have time, the second one also. What is it is key. By now we must be aware of this thing that as a human being, to fulfill our life as a human being as well as to evolve to be divine, and also for ourselves to protect ourselves from the world, save the world from us, and to be a useful person to the world. For all the things, the first and foremost thing is awakening our intellect. This is the most basic thing. Today's common sense thought is this only. We have to awaken to the most important fact that we have to awaken our intellect, our buddhi. Then we have to sharpen it. Then, then we have to use it. We have to rightly use it. We have to habitually use it and use it slowly from the lower purpose onward, starting to the higher end, highest purpose. We have to use our awakened intellect. The one in whose life the intellect is left, he is no more a promising, prosperous, progressing, evolving individual. No, he'll be an ordinary being, tossed up by his own inner mind's sins and fancies, tossed up by his own outer prarabdhas, tossed up by the outer happenings. He will just live a life without any aim or the goal. Not even minimum things called as recognizing the duties, recognizing the responsibilities. Even that also you cannot do. Minimum duties and responsibilities. जिनका दिमाग सोता है सो गया वो दिमाग उसका बस he cannot, he is a biggest liability to himself and the world. Therefore बुद्धि को जागृत करो, उत्तिष्ठता जागृत. The intellect has to awaken. Our thinking ability capacity called as intellect has to awaken. Then we have to start having woken up the intellect and using it for the purpose called thinking. Important is we have to start understanding, isn't it? The lack of understanding in how many things throughout the day and life, that through the misunderstandings, through wrong notions, or maybe imaginations, projections, and emotions of the mind, how many times, perhaps every moment in our life, we are committing mistakes only. Everything we do out of imagination, everything we do out of projection only, everything we do out of emotions, and we do out of sentiments. These are all dushta lakshana of the mind. They should not rule. They should help the intellect. After the intellect correctly knows and understands what to do, for that the mind with its emotion it can help. Like for the main doctor doing operation, the assistant doctors or compounders can help. They cannot do the operation. So too, the main antibiotic is important. Then the other supplements complementing it. The B complex vitamins. E complex vitamins do not remove the disease. The antibiotic or anti-allergy, whatever, first that one. Then only this. In the same way, to make the work of the buddhi softer, smoother, beautiful. The mana should help. Mana cannot for itself decide on the basis of attachments, emotions, sentiments, projections, imaginations, fears. These are all durgunas of the mind if they are used without consulting the buddhis understanding. We all live life out of all these only. Live life with understanding, not with feelings. After understanding what way we have to live, there required feelings you add. Sometimes the feeling can be of anger also. Required, but with understanding. Without understanding, even the love also is becomes an attachment, a liability. Isn't it? We love any useless thing in the world. भाई मैं तो लव तो कर रहा हूँ ना अबे किसको कर रहे हो क्यों कर रहे हो you should understand I love that dushta fellow. Love is good, but you are using very wrong fellow because you don't understand. I love my friends. They are all drunkards and they only throughout the day destroy this way, that way, but I love them. Such a precious thing, love, is misused because of lack of understanding, isn't it? So, awaken the intellect is the first point. Use it. Then, the use of intellect is to understand the things. You know what they are, everything. If they are objects, are they useful or useless? That understanding. If they are people, are they worthy of having association attachment or not? That's what the understanding. If it is an activity, if it is a project, it should also be should known. We should know whether it is going to help me or it's going to destroy me. If it's a profession, you understand? Is it really worth? You have to understand. You may be doing a profession in a great manner, but is that worthy? We have to see. We cannot everything just like that go on doing. अब कोई आकर मुझे कहते हैं स्वामी जी आई जस्ट वांट टू स्टार्ट ए लिकर शॉप अब आशीर्वाद दो अरे आई कैन नॉट डू दैट दैट इज इंटॉक्सिकेंट दैट डिस्ट्रॉयज द लाइफ you know that's a profession somebody wants I want to start a slaughterhouse स्वामी जी आज मैं कैसे मन हाँ कहूँ उसको सवाल ही नहीं उठता दैट्स नॉट अ प्रोफेशन अलाउड महापाप है उससे भयंकर पाप होता है यू कैनॉट जस्टिफाई नो पीपल वांट इट therefore I am doing it no if you come to me you will be advised like this only no uske bajaye become a coolie mestri and lift those bricks and all with that get your 300-400 per day live if you don't live die the profession we should understand it is a punyamaya hai ki papamaya hai so whether it is profession whether it is a project whether it is an activity whether it is an object whether it is a person intellect should always be awakened should be used to understand clearly you know, of all the profits and consequences isn't it little higher level में जाओ तो the intellect's usage in thinking to understand exactly what the world is made up of who are we why are we sent here what purpose we are here to achieve if these are not understood then we are buddhu and how can a buddhu do correct things how can wrong things give correct results that's why the wrong results of dukkha they are called as bondage खत्म ही नहीं होता मेरा दुख की करा एक ही चीज है यूज इंटेलेक्ट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज करेक्ट डू दैट ओनली बुद्धि जागृत होती है रियली जागृत होती है इट विल नेवर डू द अधर्म because you understand by adharma by doing the wrong adharma thing you will only trouble others if adharma is correct then everybody should do that buddhi awakened it will never do adharma it will never do papa if the buddhi is correctly awakened it can never even once harm others cheat others, trouble others, destroy others. All of them are done by the mind and ego together, not a buddhi. The awakened buddhi will only think of helping others, if not at least saving oneself. Awakened buddhi. In the whole world, different countries, under whatever the pretext, they are troubling other nations. उनका बुद्धि awakened नहीं है in its true sense. Little bit it is awakened only to misuse. The two misuses are how to destroy others and how to justify it. America, how to destroy every country and how to justify it. Very terrible fellow. कोई भी progress नहीं होना. Only he should be always. Stupid fellow. अरे the other fellow, the neighbor, our neighbors. और एक जुड़ रहा है उसके साथ. Our India, no, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is awakened intellect. We are all staying on the earth together. So we all have to work together and grow and progress. Imagine, देखो भारत देश कभी भी even the worst fellows have ruled our country right now. मतलब in the post independence I am talking. We have never tried to destroy other nations. We ate our own nation. We have cheated. It's okay. ओके मतलब ऐसा किया है ओके नहीं है वो दे आर पनिशेबल दे आर टू बी पनिश्ड बट दैट थॉट दैट वी शुड डिस्ट्रॉय अदर कंट्रीज वी डोंट हैव पॉलिसी नहीं है वो हमारा है ना whoever are hating us wanting to destroy us we pray to the lord oh lord see to it that that negativity goes away if not destroy them because finally we have to survive ourselves that way we see in the same way the one whose intellect awakens he can never do papa. He will always do the punya only. Like the earlier one, he will never do the adharma. He will do the dharma only. So जब कभी हम धर्म नहीं कर रहे अधर्म कर रहे हैं हम बुद्धि हमारा सो रहा है. We are buddhu. So too when we are not encashing the beautiful opportunities of doing punya and investing for the future, our buddhi is sleeping. इतने पैसे हैं यार इतना पुण्य करो इससे आगे इतना बड़ा रहेगा and use it only for the bhoga, that dhana ityadi, or for the undeserving fellows. Nowhere it is said that all your wealth you have to give only to your children. No. Fellow नालायक है तो एक रुपए भी नहीं देना उसको. Use all that wealth for the dharmic karma, punya karma. That is better. Towards the children, bringing them up, making them stand on their feet, that is only our job. Every child you cannot take care. Somebody should be taking care of the children. So these particular jivas are sent to you as your children only to take care. That's it. Who told you to get attached? And whether fellow deserving or undeserving, we give. एक जगह ऐसा होता है so much नालायक still we give. Other side, he himself is earning lakhs and still you write on his name only the will. अरे use it for punya karma, sat karma, adhyatmika karma. Intellect which awakens, it understands these things. Think about it. So too, an awakened intellect definitely thinks and understands the presence of the infinite divine power. So much powerful to award reward, to liberate as well as to punish. Award and reward when we do the satkarma, punya karma. Liberate when we do the sadhana. Punish when you do the pap. Therefore, he becomes an upasaka. And what is the best prayer in the upasana? Oh Lord, let me awaken in my intellect, let me wake up in my intellect to understand what you expect from me and let me do only that. Because you have sent me here. Everywhere, no, I am appointed in this office, so and so. So they expect me to do this. That only I have to do now. उल्टा काम करोगे तो फिर they will remove me from there. In the same way, an awakened intellectual person definitely becomes a bhakta to the samashti shakti, the Ishvara. If somebody is नास्तिका वो मूर्ख है वो. somebody पापी है तो बेवकूफ है वो. somebody अधार्मिक है, धर्म नहीं कर रहा है तो is नालायक. His intellect is sleeping. Ultimately, if somebody's intellect is awakened, will he, by any common sense, choose the temporary instead of permanent? बताओ, सिंपल थिंग. देयर टू थिंग्स, एक परमानेंट एक टेम्पर, एक इनफाइनाइट वन इज फाइनाइट. वन इज कंटिन्यूस ब्लिसफुल, अनदर इज ऑलवेज वरिंग. व्हाट विल यू चूज? दिमाग है तो दैट्स ए कंडीशन. ना स्वामी जी, आई चूज ओनली दैट विच इज टेम्पररी, विच इज डिस्ट्रक्टेबल, which is giver of misery. Then what can we talk? If somebody is by choice want to be Buddhu, who can help him? You understand? Nobody can help. So therefore, anywhere you see, it's only the buddhi, jagrata buddhi, buddhi, sukshma buddhi, buddhi, vicharana kruta buddhi, buddhi with understanding, buddhi with correct conviction, buddhi following that conviction. जीना सीखना है हमको to live at the buddhi level, no more at the dehendriya prana mana. They're all servants to buddhi. For buddhi to accomplish all its glorious understandings, some equipments are required, they are given. Mana is given for all the beautiful positive emotions, sentiments. The indriyas are given for perceptions and responses. The sharira is given for us to stay in that as jiva, as an individual. Isn't it? Think, कितना सोता है हमारा बुद्धि कि we don't know even whether we have to take tea or coffee, whether we have to eat breakfast or not at what time. हर एक चीज बुद्धि की बात होती है. हाँ, बुद्धि ऑलवेज चुस्त दुरुस्त तंदुरुस्त रहना है, अवेकेंड रहना है. देन द lapses, mistakes will be minimized in our life. Correct things, positive things we will be doing more and more. मुख्य रूप से आध्यात्मिक बुद्धि wherein the life is understood to be spent only for awakening to the absolute reality. That is the highest utilization of the buddhi. In that again, therefore, with that buddhi only, we go to Sadguru. With that buddhi only, we ask him the right question. With that buddhi only, we grasp the Lakshya Marga guidance as he is giving. With that buddhi only, we retain all of that. With that convinced buddhi only, we do that alone, which is advised, recommended, prescribed, and reach to the goal. Awaken the intellect. उसको सुलाओ मत. मत बनाओ मन को राजा. In our stupid life, not even our mind is the Raja, but the mind of the around people, they are Raja, who do the Shasana of our life because we are attached to them, we are sold out to them. Name them whoever they are. This is the worst of the life. Worst of the life, human life is this. That मैं बुद्धि यूज करना बंदी कर दी और मेरा माइंड भी ठप है. Whatever the others say, that only I do. And who are the others? If they are Guru, if they are Mahatma, it's okay. But they are the Lagu and Duratmas. Not Guru but Lagu, not Mahatma but Duratma. Isn't it? Like in that 1857 or whatever time, Buddhi awakened. Hurry, it's our nation. Why the other fellows coming and ruling and ruining and looting and plundering and destroying and molesting? Every nonsense they are doing. The moment the Buddhi awakened, then स्वराज्य हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है से लेकर they have taken up all steps. New government also last 11 years. Buddhi awakened. Such a hugely populated nation, it needs so many resources or living things, livelihood. How to generate? So projects, plannings are going so vigorously. And we have to have our self-esteem. We have to stand out in this world. बिकॉज 140 करोड़ है तो हमें तो सुपर ओवर बनने का हर तरह का हक है. मोर पॉपुलेशन वी हैव added to us. We have so much of culture, tradition. More than that, humanity, the Atiti Devo Bhava concepts, etc. Are there in any of the religion, any of the country? I just give one word, Atiti, like that, thousands of them. In every way, Bharata Mata has the qualities to become the Vishwaguru. We have to awaken to that. Then let us work in that direction. Okay, even though it's not decided or claimed that Bharat is Vishwaguru, silently many countries learn from us. Science and technology we may learn from them. Nowadays, our Indians only are there, the excelling scientists. But many other things they learn from India. Silent. बोलते नहीं वो लोग. They don't say, but they learn. Even the religion born from Hinduism, which is the one which is not born from Hinduism at all, directly or indirectly. सनातन धर्म भारत देश ही सबके लिए मूल है. तो awaken to this, work for it. In that way, live life at the buddhi level. Let us learn it. Understand karo. Understand karo. Why I am defeated in front of anybody it can be. It can be children also, it can be your friends and relations also, your own boss or subordinate or partner also. Think, सोचो. Either हमारे अंदर कुछ कमियां होंगे पूर्ण करो, और द अदर फेलो में भी रॉन्ग उसको सेट करो, नहीं तो रिमूव हिम और यू गो अवे फ्रॉम हिम. व्हाई डू यू सफर? यो बाबा यूज करो बुद्धि को, सही यूज करो. वी यूज मन एंड वी यूज अहंकार. दे आर wrongly used, misusing them. Without buddhi, using them is misuse. हर जगह. I'm not giving you all the day-to-day examples. Everything is a buddhi only. Awakened buddhi. It understands, as we said, what type of the food to be taken, how much to be taken, what time to be taken. ये सब बुद्धि की बात है. कुछ भी डालते जाओ, अच्छा लगा इसलिए. अरे मजा आया और थोड़ा दे दो. अरे that troubles the inner stomach. All the things are imbalanced. बुद्धिमान व्यक्ति हर एक चीज पे परफेक्ट रहता है. Even though perfection is a process, not a culmination, but he tries his best. बुद्धि बुद्धिमान व्यक्ति will have only positive values, not negative. सोचना है. Oh Lord, bless me. In fact, last 18-19 days, this is what we are doing. Dhiyo yona prachodaya, dhiyo yona prachodaya. That is the meaning of the topic today. I didn't know, now it got connected. Why the Lord gave this thought. यार तुम डेली तो बोल रहे हो धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. Did you understand it? Yeah, that's the meaning. Let the buddhi get awakened. Let it be started to be utilized. Let it be used to think, to understand, to get convinced. And beautiful thing is the courage of conviction. In fact, in Vedanta, the Satyam is defined as an intellectual honesty called as courage of conviction. The true Satyam is, that one Satyam is Parabrahma. The other Vyavaharik Satyam is the courage of conviction called as the intellectual honesty. Where I have awakened intellect, then I have understood it thoroughly with authority, proper yukti, etc. Then I have the courage to follow it. That's called the honesty to the intellect. That's called Satyam. Intellect understood, honestly I'm following that. That's called Satyam. Okay, this is one. Then the other thing we thought of, we'll see it tomorrow. If I remember it. Any other thought Bhagavan gives, that I will say. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यम्. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानाम्. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम्. ओम विदिता ओम भवता जनता सुहिता भविता. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वेशस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मुक्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं. पारायणमथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः 10, 11, 12. ॐ मायां तु प्रकृतिं विद्यात् मायिनं च महेश्वरं तस्यावयवभूतैस्तु व्याप्तं सर्वमिदं जगत् यो योनिं योनिमधितिष्ठत्येकः यस्मिन्निदं संच विचैति सर्वं तमीशानं वरदं देवमीड्यं निचाय्य इमां शान्तिमत्यन्तमेति. यो देवानां प्रभवश्चोद्भवश्च विश्वाधिपो रुद्रो महर्षिः हिरण्यगर्भं पश्यत जायमानं. देखो स नो बुद्ध्या शुभया संयुनक्तु. Today's the mantra also buddhya shubhaya sayunaktu. O Lord, give me the shubha buddhi, the awakened positive intellect. See, shubhaya buddhya sayunaktu mantra also. In this Upanishad 5-6 बार आया है. हमें सद्बुद्धि दो सद्बुद्धि दो करके, है ना. सद्बुद्धि person knows what time to sleep, what time to eat, whom to talk, whom not to talk, what should be taken as project, what not to be taken, which sentiments, what time, which emotions. Everything is a matter of buddhi only. है ना. Our Shastra Adhyanam should add to the authentic knowledge in our chitta, taking the help of which the buddhi should do every moment's discretion, discrimination as to what to do, what not to do, and have the courage to follow the correct, authentic conviction of the buddhi. Okay. Now we have done the Sankalpa, we have Shanti Mantrocharana, Sankalpa, and also Upanishad Parayana. तीन तीन छह हो गए हमारे. So Veda Parayanam we saw, Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana Nirvruti we saw, Adbhuta common sense thought we have seen. Then Guru, yeah, Parampara Smarana. We have done the beautiful Sankalpa for the entire universe and Sanatana Dharma and our Adhyatmika Pragati. We chanted 3 mantras. So 6 activities are done. Now the last one is the most important. This is the main purpose. The study of Upanishad. We are seeing the Barahama mantra. In that Narayana, Bhagavan is giving Bhagavad Gita quotations in which what he explained is beautifully explained that the pure Paramatma Tattva is Nishkriyaha. Then who is doing all the Kriyas? The Upadhis. Only a Buddhi Rahita Vyakti considers the Upadhi Kriya as his Kriya. and therefore he becomes bound by the phala. The jnani understands I am that self which is infinite Sachidananda and which is Nishkriya. In my presence, all these upadhis are working. Yasya sannidhi matrena dehendriya manodhyaha vishayeshu swakiyeshu vartante prerita iva. We have seen in Atma Bodha and evening daily this topic is going on in our beautiful Vakya Vritti. Okay, just chant the mantra ek bar. Hope you have by hearted it. एको वशी निष्क्रियाणां बहूनाम् एकं बीजं बहुधा यः करोति तमात्मस्थं येनु पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं नेतरेषाम्. एक और बार. ओम एको वशी निष्क्रियाणां बहूनाम् एकं बीजं बहुधा यः करोति तमात्मस्थं येनु पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं नेतरेषाम्. एको वशी निष्क्रियाणां bahunam. That line discussion in only is going on. Ekam bijam bahuda yah karoti. We have not entered into the bhashya of that one. भाष्यकार अभी उसको भी बताएंगे, short and sweet. But before that, this sentence is explained. And taking the opportunity of the occasion that has come here, how beautifully he is telling the most important thing a Vedanti, a sadhaka, a mumukshu should understand. I am taking from that portion of the Bhashya. What is it? Sarvahi kriyaha na atmani samavetaha kintu dehendriyeshu. All the kriyas, actions are never related to the Atman, the real self. Kintu, instead, Dehendriyeshu, they all are belonging, related to the Dehendriya, the Upadhi only, of course, in the presence of Atman. Ayaskantavadeva, Yasya Sannidhi Matrena, yesterday we saw, or 2 days back in Vakya Vritti. Again, I am repeating in Sanskrit, feel it in your language. Sarvahi kriyaha. Understood? All actions. He is verily, unexceptionally. Na atmani samavetaha. They are not there existing at all in the pure self. Kintu, but instead, dehendriyesh. In the deha, indriya, ityadi, upadis only, all the kriyas are happening. Okay. In Tattva Bodha, that beautiful shloka, with an example, that when the clouds are moving, we feel the Chandrama is moving. So the movement of the clouds in our inadvertence attributed to the moon. Vyapruteshu indriyeshu atma, vyapruteshu indriyeshu uh, atma vyapari iva drishyate abhreshu dhavatsu dhavan iva yatha shashi. When the clouds are moving, as if the moon is moving. In the same way, indriyas are the ones who are functioning. In the pure Atman, there is no functioning. It doesn't do anything. It is doesn't require to do. And that is a blissful state. And that's why everybody wants to freak out and be lazy, because that is Atma Lakshana. But that freaking out or being lazy, allowed after realizing the self. Till that time, you cannot, at any of the Upadhi level, take rest. Ramakaju kine binu, moi ka vishram. Ramakaja is to realize Aham Ramosmi, Aham Brahmasmi. Okay? So, Sarvahi Kriyaha Atmani Samavetaha Kintu Dehendriyeshu. Done? Explanation now. Atma tu Nishkriyaha Nirgunaha Satvadi Gunarahitaha. The real self is Nishkriyaha. Why? Nirgunaha. Why? Satvadi Gunarahitaha. And Kutastha. It is unmovable, unchangeable, is infinite. It's as it is. Kutastaha. Son, this being so, anatma dharman atmani adhyasya abhimanyante. The anatma called as upadhis are their dharmas. Atmani adhyasya, superimposing on ourselves, manyante or manyate, jivas, ignorant jivas. The one whose buddhi has not awakened to Athyatmika Jnana, such jivas manyante. What do they consider? Karta, bhokta, sukhi, dukhi, krushaha, stulaha, manushyaha, amushya putraha, asya napta, iti. So I am the doer, karta, I am the enjoyer, the bhokta, I am sukhi, I am happy, I am dukhi, I am miserable, I am krushaha, I am very thin, I am stulaha, very fat, I am manushyaha, I am not animal, etc. Amushya, putra, I am son of so and so, Mr. And naptaha, I am the grandson of that so and so Jamindar. Iti. These are all आत्मनि अध्यस्य अभिमन्यन्ते. यही पूरा व्यवहार को चला रहे. And व्यवहार itself is bondage. We don't realize it. Who told you this all vyavahara is required? Not required. The vyavahara is a leela for Paramatma who is in the self. For us also, only thing required is first to realize the self, then do the leela vyavahara. Can you catch this point? As it is said. Who told you that the vyavahara is required? It's all ignorance. That is why the pashus are better than us. In a sense, they live eating the food, that's it. They don't involve in any samsara vyavahara. The only unfortunate thing about them is their intellect is not sophisticated enough to do this sadhana and realize the self. But like us, involving in vyavahara, converting vyavahara into samsara and suffering in it, struggling in it, pashus don't do. They don't have buddhi, we misuse the buddhi. That's it. Every vyavahara not required. हमको केवल आध्यात्मिकता रिक्वायर्ड लिटिल बिट फॉर लिविंग व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड यू गेट इट minimum it is. Then after realize the self first. But can anybody dare to tell us this truth? And is there anybody intellectual enough to understand it? Unbiased enough to accept it? So all the anatma dharmas superimposed on Atman, then now that Atman has lost his Atma sthiti, it is now behaving like Jiva, and this Jiva considers himself Karta, Bhokta, Sukhi, Dukhi, Krushaha, Stulaha, Manushyaha, Amushyaha, Putra, Napta iti. Napta means grandson. Naptru Napta, Pitru Pita, Matru Mata, Bhratru Bhrata, Shatru, you know, Shatanataha. So in this way the Shabdas. Up to this understood that Sukhi, Dukhi, Karta, Bhokta, Stula, Krusha, all of that. Stula, Krusha belong to the Sharira. Manusha belongs to Sharira. Amusha, Putra, Napta, that also belongs to Sharira. Sukhi, Dukhi belongs to mind. Karta, Bhokta belongs to the Ahankar. Jnani, Ajnani belongs to Buddhi. Karta, Bhokta of the Ahankara, Jnani, Ajnani of the Buddhi, Sukhi, Dukhi of the Mana, Stulaha, Krusha ityadi of the Sharira, can listen, can see, cannot see of the Indriyas, and somebody's son, somebody's father. ये सारे अनात्म धर्म है. आत्मन्यध्यस्य we just consider ourselves to be so. Uktam cha. No, I'm not just telling it like that. It is very clearly said in Gita by Lord Krishna himself. Here, eko vashi nishkriyanam bahunam. To this one sentence, nishkriyanam bahunam, all these Bhashya Bhagwan Shankara is giving to say that basically every jiva is Brahman only. That's how as a Brahman is Nishkriya. So Nishkriya Shabda is used for jivas here. But jiva is Sakriya na? That Sakriya is out of ignorance and delusion. Basically every jiva being Brahman is Nishkriya. But The Upadhi dharmas he puts on himself and then he feels himself to be a Jiva. Then Jnata, Ajnata, Karta, Bhokta, Sukhi, Dukhi, all that he is. But in all of them, that Paramatma is one Lord. Nishkriyana Bahunam Ekaha. So this Nishkriyana Bahunam word or sentence, Shankara Bhagavan using to explain to us that you and I who are struggling as a Jiva now are basically the Brahman only. Whatever that are making us Jiva, all those aspects belong to Upadhis. And we are not the Upadhi. The Prakarana Granthas, all the Upanishad Granthas again and again tell us we are not the Upadhis. We are the pure self. In the self, these are Kalpita. When you do Vyavahara with them, remain as Sakshi maximum. साक्षी तक आ जाओ बस उसे नीचे कर्ता भोक्ता मत बनना. Try to understand these sentences. Very important. I am Brahman. With my Maya Shakti, the world projected. Now, in the projected things, ego also is one aspect, Indriyas another aspect. They are all functioning. I am only Sakshi. और इसमें एक वेदांतिक subtlety I'll add today, today being the day. What is it? This Sakshi also is a part of the thought only, but it's a higher thought. It's also part of Prakriti. The Abhyasa that मैं Sakshi हूँ is also part of Prakriti only, but it is helpful, it is required. So that with the Upadhis and Upadhi modifications, we don't identify or attach because of the Sakshi Bhava. Sakshi is Bhava. Then we inquire who is this Sakshi in a sense, then we'll see he is Chaitanya Swarupa. Chaitanya Swarupa is not Bhava, it is Anubhava. Sakshi is a Bhava. अभ्यास करना पड़ता है साक्षी की तरह रहना पड़ता है that also a part of the antakarana only the sakshitva. Atma is not sakshi. In pure Atman, what is there for it to see? It is one without second, no? It itself has no upadhis to see. So Atma is not sakshi. Sakshi is a part of buddhi as a sadhaka, sadhana. That's why as much essential it is for us to learn to be a sakshi, so much essential for us to know that I am the pure conscious self, not even sakshi. Isn't it? By being sakshi, when we withdraw from involving in the world, we focus our attention on our essential self. When the self is realized, neither I am sakshi nor there is anything for me to see, sakshya, to be seen. This is how the Vedanta. So यहाँ तक हमने देखा. आज अब देखो गीता quotations. For what? To substantiate what is said by him, that the Atma is Nishkriya, everything is done by Upadhis, which are called Prakriti, and that is Atmani Adhyasya. We put it on ourselves and we consider ourselves to be Karta, Bhokta, Jnata, Ajnata, Sukhi, Dukhi, Stula, Krushaha, Manushyaha, Mutra, Pustraha, Amushya, Putraha, and Aptait. श्लोक थर्ड चैप्टर वाले श्लोक है कि प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते. This is a shloka. I will not explain it much. Literal meaning I say, tell you. So प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः. So सर्वशः कर्माणि प्रकृतेः गुणैः क्रियमाणानि. Sarvashaha, everywhere, anywhere. Karmani, all activities. Prakrutehe gunaihi, by the three gunas of Prakriti, which are in the form of all these upadhis, kriyamana. So everywhere the karmas are done by the three gunas of the Prakriti. Three gunas of Prakriti only expressing as all this, the Indriya Prana Manobuddhi. But the one who not only understands this, also doesn't understand the self and has a terrible individuality concept ego. Such person here called as Ahankara Vimudha Atma. The one, because of overpowering ahankara, deluded about his own real self, that it is not a karta, bhokta, etc. What he thinks, karta aham iti manyate. So, ahankara vimudatma aham karta iti manyate. देखो हमने कहा ना, अहंकार विमूढ़ आत्मा. मोह कहाँ होता है? मोह बुद्धि में. व्हाट इज द मोह इन द बुद्धि? बुद्धि इज नॉट अवेकेंड. बुद्धि इज नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग. That non-understanding intellect is moha. Goes only with the right understanding. Then when the intellect is with non-understanding is equal to moha, who is predominant here? Ahankara. And the other upadhi is called as Dehindriya Prana Mana. And what he, this ahankara does? Ahankarta iti manyate. So sarvashaha prakrutehi gunaihi karmani kriyamanani. But ahankara vimudatma aham karta iti manyate. In the pure aham, the self, there is no kartrutva bhoktru. This is a pure blissful conscious presence. That's it. And we are that. And reaching there alone, there is a solution for all problems. As a karta and bhokta, keep on doing sadkarma, dushkarma, sukha, dukkha, that is endless. Always tossed up, tossed up, tossed up. Life is so tensed, no relaxation. Like a driver, he cannot relax for a half second. Accident हो जाएगा. A Hankari Jiva also cannot be inadvertent even a moment. Otherwise accident होता ही रहेगा. उसको अलर्ट होता हुआ भी एक्सीडेंट होता रहता है. In the self, there is no accident because he is not driving. He doesn't need to go anywhere. He need not be alert that way. Per being a samsari. I am the blissful self. है ना? That गाना of Hindi, मुसाफिर हूँ यारो, न घर है ना ठिकाना, बस चलते जाना. This way you understand. I am the self, nowhere to go, nothing to do, nothing to achieve. Be in that mood. नो 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 स्वामी जी, ये करना है, वो करना है. अगर करने की बात कहते हो, पहले आत्म तत्व को जानने वाला काम करो. उसके बाद क्या करो? And then nothing to do. No, no, I don't want to do that then. Then get caught up in this kartrutva bhoktrutva. That's what jiva bhava. That is ajnana. That is samsara. ऐसा ही क्या? But I wanted to become a professional. I want to become an officer. I want to become a big business magnate. Do I look like iron? And all that, all you want out of your ignorance. Look at them, those who have already reached what you are wanting. They are bound there. They are also like you, wanting to become something else because they know that's not liberation what they got. In that way, anybody wanting anything, having gained it, disappointed, wanting something else. Finally, somebody wants the self. The one who realizes the self, he is freed from all wants. This is how we have to be very sharp in our catching. So, ऐसा बुद्धि को थोड़ा जागृत कर लेना बाबा. Thank you. Other sloka, Tatvaita Mahabaho, Gunakarma Vibhagayoho, the contrast picture. If the Hankara Gudatma considers the Upadhi's karma as his own karma, what about the Tatvaita? What is his view? Tatvaita Mahabaho, Gunakarma Vibhagayoho, Guna Gunesh Vartante Matva na Sajjate. He knows the Gunas are acting in Guna. I have nothing to do with them. Karke na Sajjate is not attached. This needs little deeper explanation. Tomorrow we'll see. Then the second, third, fourth line, ekam bijam avudaya karoti tamatma sena pashandiraha tesham sukham shastam netresham. All of that we have to study of this shloka with Bhashyam. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadaham Shrutimatre Namaham Tat Sat Brahmarpanam Astu. धन्यवाद. गीता पढ़ते आइए.